What's up? What's up? What's poppin'? Hey, yo, it's Nate Dogg, 916, coming at you live from Sacramento. Hey, man, y'all know what to do. Hit that like, that subscribe, and that notification bell if you want to keep catching my content. Long live Joshua Mason, man. Long live Joshua Mason. Appreciate y'all stopping by. If you're new to the channel, please watch some of my older content. You'll get a more extensive idea of who I am. Today is not going to be a long one. Trying to get back into this. But I heard something. Somebody posted a little video, and I felt like I needed to react to this video. And the video said, you girls keep wondering why your dudes keep going back and forth to prison. And it's more than likely because they got a prison boyfriend in there, or a prison girlfriend in there, right? A punk, right? Let me be clear. Let me. Okay, so somebody's made a comment on my thing, on my last video, that said he had an ex-girlfriend and he used to tell her, prison is not as bad as you think, but it's worse than you know, right? It's not as bad as you think, but it's worse than you know. I like that. It's not as bad as you think, it's worse than you know. That's absolutely true. It's not like in prison people are killing each other every day, but it's worse than you think it is when it is up, right? Or it's worse than you know it is. As far as punks is concerned, and dudes dealing with punks, I'm gonna be 100% honest from my term. And for those of you guys who are new to the channel, I went to prison in 1996 with an 18-year bid or sentence. I got out in 2014. I did pretty much all my time, no good time. I think they gave me like 60 days or 30 days off at the end of recover time. I'm only gonna, and it was all level 4 time. So those of you who don't know, California prison system is set up on a level system. Minimum 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 the worst, minimum the easiest. I was on level 4 the whole time, right? So, from my term and from my experience in prison on level 4s, to say that dudes is going to prisons to be with punks, hey, dudes is going to prison because their mentality, for the most part, is so gone that that's all they know is the streets, is to be outside and get it, right? And they've never been taught anything different. Their mind hasn't never had a chance to evolve. Some of these guys have been doing time like me since they was 12 years old, 11 years old, sometimes even earlier than that. So to expect somebody who never had people around, or whose brain never had the chance to develop past their teenage years, to expect them to just one day, oh, okay, I'm gonna go and get a job. It's not as easy as that. There are no programs on level 4s for helping individuals further themselves in lives. I mean, there are some, but there's no real like programs like they have down in the minimums and the 1s and 2s that help people get further. It's harder. But what's easier is to hang out with the homies every day on the yard and chill and be a gang member, basically. Now, as far as punks is concerned, right? I can tell you guys about 2 little incidents we had with punks that was on yards. So, both times, well, one time, the first time, I'm in New Folsom, And I come out of work, and there was one punk on the yard, right? We associate. I have never associated with them at all. Not even a little bit. Not friendly, not, hey, how you doing? None of that. None of that. I had no conversation for him at all, period. Anytime I ever been around him. We knew he was in the yard because the dude had implants in his chest. So one day I come out the yard, and at this time I'm like 01. So I'm like, I want to say I'm like 26, 27 at the time. And I see one of my young homies standing over here on the side by the canteen line talking to the dude, right? I walk over there. I say, hey, young bro, come here. Let me holler at you real quick. I just interrupt their conversation. And I didn't say nothing to the punk, right? So I just, hey, come here, let me holler at you real quick, man. Pull him to the side. Hey, yeah, we don't, and I tell him, he's a young homie from my neighborhood. I'm like, hey, man, we don't do that. We don't do that. He like, what? I'm like, we don't do that. We don't associate. We don't associate at all, bro. He like, oh, my bad, bro. I ain't know. Youngster, I ain't know. Okay, yeah, we don't associate. And I walk up to the punk. I say, check this out. I'm going to tell you this one time, and I'm going to tell you this one time only. Hey, stay away from Sacramento niggas, man. Stop trying to be friendly with Sacramento niggas, right? My bad. Hey, stop. Don't play with me. Stay away from Sacramento niggas, man. That was the end of that. No big issue happened after that. I think I told this story before on my channel, but I had came to the new Folsom yard from the shoe, and when I first got there from the shoe, I found out that a dude that was from my neighborhood that I didn't know, but he was from my neighborhood, was in a cell with a punk. Needless to say, in that incident, you can go back and find the story, but in that incident, I basically got on dude. My first day on the yard, I got on dude. Went to the hole for 10 days, came back, and when I came back, he had ended up rolling it up. Him and the punk had ended up rolling it up and going to PC just so they could stay together. So for people to say that a lot of people are associating with the punks and that's why people are going back to prison, that's a whole kind of narrative that people want to put out, that people in prison or have homosexual tendencies. That's a whole 100% not a fact. Not 100%. Hold on, because I don't want to be called a liar in my comments. There are some people that get out like that, but it's predominantly certain cars that allow and get out like that, and the Sacramento Blood car is not one of them. And I'm not finna smut nobody up. I'm not finna talk bad about nobody. I'm not looking for no smoke. Not like that. I'm just trying to educate y'all on the fact that it's so easy to say, oh, they stupid, that's why they keep going back to prison. Or, oh, he like messing with punks, that's why he keep going back to prison. What? It's punks out here. If he wanted to, if a dude really want to be bisexual, gay, whatever, he can be gay on the streets. So let's stop trying to put false narratives out there that dudes that want to go back and forth to prison have to be gay because that's the only reason. Man, come on, man. Think about the psychosis. We got to change the psychosis, man. We got to start teaching these youngsters different, man. Make their asses go to school. Make their asses educate themselves. Most of us in my generation, when we went to gangs because we didn't have fathers. So that was that sense of community for us. Them older homies was sense of male authority for us. You know what I mean? Wake up. Wake up before you put a false narrative out there about our youth. And when I say our youth, I'm not talking about our youth in one demographic. I'm talking about our youth all over this nation, man. Hey, man, y'all can listen to whoever else y'all want to listen to on these YouTubes, man. I'm going to just tell you the truth about the things I want to talk about, man. Stay loyal, man.